Welcome back to the pregame. It's a hometown episode.
Ooh, I got the real noise this time.
Sounds way better than...
I wish I could make an app that it was just that. It was just a noise.
Is it not?
Just my voice doing it?
No.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know.
What'd you break?
My chair.
God, you really did.
Did I?
No, I don't know.
Oh, God. Okay.
You fucking...
Everything is fine.
No.
This is a terrible joke. I can't believe I made it on the podcast.
It just made it. Anyway, so we're doing great. Laylee just broke a chair, maybe.
We're doing great.
We introed again with the air horn. You know what I wanted to do always is I would love to make a car's horn be an air horn. So you're honking at
someone.
someone.
That might cause a lot of problems. You know,
take a right, dude.
Don't you think that would cause a lot of problems? Especially in Miami. You just commented on the fact that people love to honk their horns here.
They toot them so politely though.
And it's
they
so
toot.
true.
They don't honk. They toot.
Really? I feel like they do the...
No. I tell you, because I'm always walking on the streets, and maybe you can explain this to me. I'm always
walking on the streets.
Yo, I'm heavy in the streets, bruh. I'm heavy.
You just showed me the walk to the gym.
I did.
Showed me the neighborhood homeless guy.
Yeah. My neighborhood homeless guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, anyway.
You have to walk by a strip club. It's real nice. We're in a great part of town, though.
Is it Gold Room or Gold Rush?
I think it's Gold Rush.
Gold Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, $5 cover, $5 entry. And there's shootings. It's great.
What a deal.
What a deal. What a steal.
You've been dying to go there.
I want to go so bad.
We're not going.
I want to go so bad. Maybe tonight. No. Oh, after. No.
No.
Yes.
Anyway, we've been here for a whole month.
A whole month.
And we have a month left.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking flying, I feel like.
It is going so fast.
We have been having fun. I feel like we've been living it up. Like, everyone's like, you guys are so tan. And we're like, yeah, we literally ride our bikes everywhere and go to the beach every weekend.
Uh-huh.
Maybe sometimes even twice a week.
I came here looking like an Argentinian. I'm going to leave looking like a Colombian. It's great.
Hey, Colombians can be really white, though.
They can.
But I get
I'm not that kind. All right. Argentinians
the tan.
usually aren't.
Oh, you want to be like Laura Colombian?
Ooh, yeah. She got great color.
She's got a good one. Literally, all my friends are like, I don't think I've ever seen you this tan.
No.
And I'm like, right?
She hadn't even tried. This is what I've seen the potential in your melanin. The entire time we dated.
This has been a dream come true for you, baby.
I'm like, you're 1/4 of what you could be.
No, but I'm halfway of what I will be. You know what I mean?
But you're 30% of all the way.
But I'm 75% of the end.
But once a month, every day, you'll kill it.
But yeah, a month in, we did a little getaway recently.
Uh-huh.
Which is another perk of being in a city for like a longer period of time. You can kind of explore your surroundings.
Well,
right?
also, like you said, this is your hometown. So, you know, you have family here. You got a lot of friends.
Got so many friends.
So many friends. Oh, yeah. So many people that you would hang out with over me. And they're all here.
Oh, my God. Here he goes again.
But I'm here with them. So we all...
girls.
Yeah, yo, girls.
We haven't even done a girls' night yet, so...
Yeah, well, that's a bigger issue, right?
Whoa.
Okay, she just spilled her drink now. So she broke a chair. She spilled... There's like crazy amount of expensive electronics
I'm
everywhere.
literally so sober.
What are you doing? What is wrong with you?
Anyway, we got out of town.
We did.
We went to Orlando,
But
Florida.
why did we get out of town?
It was my little baby sister's birthday.
And also 4th of July weekend, so we had a long-ass weekend. Yeah.
That too.
But it was your little sister's. Your little baby sis.
She's not a little baby at all.
I know, she's like barely 22. That's not a baby. She's barely 22, because she just turned 22.
Yeah, our company gave us the 4th of July Monday off and the Friday before. So I was like, okay, that's the perfect weekend to go to Orlando. So we went.
Business week off.
It was so long.
So long.
We just got back, but we left last Thursday night. It was like, it's supposed to be like a 3.5, 4-hour drive. But I think it literally said like 3 hours and 15 minutes. But it ended up being 4-ish with all our stops. We had to get an air mattress. We had to hit up Costco gas.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And we had to get alcohol.
And there's, Miami traffic at 5.
But then we get there, and so we were
Central Florida, baby. I've never been. This was my first time ever going to Orlando. Actually, I went when I was 4 or 5 years old to Epcot, and I said, fuck this place. I said, fuck this place as a 5-year-old. I didn't even know that word.
What do you remember about Epcot?
I was just
What was your favorite ride?
sweating my titties off. What was my favorite ride? I remember, what was it where you're like in that really slow, like it's like slow and you just see these animatronic things and you just kind of, I think it's a tour of the world. Is that
yeah, you kind of like, it's like bird's eye view, like if you were in a plane or helicopter type of thing.
No, it's like you're just flat on the ground. I probably was walking to push this stupid thing, like Fred Flintstone.
Wait, was your grandma there?
It was definitely a family trip.
Was it the story that your grandma was like telling you? Like, I feel like it was more sticky in Orlando than it is in Miami.
Yeah, yes, it was. Because there's no breeze, I feel like.
Yeah, like you've been saying it's not that hot here.
Creepy.
And I'm like, I think it is, but
remember
we're always by the ocean.
When we were just at the pool at your sister's and I was like, feel how still it is. Because no trees, nothing is moving, like nothing's moving. And usually it's like there's a storm coming in a normal city, I guess, but it's like, no, it's just hot and just still.
Yeah.
It's a steam room.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So we're driving there. First thing, we're entering the city kind of, the first thing you see is a big ass gun show, baby. July 3rd through the 8th. I think it's a 5-day gun show.
And you're like, can we go?
Yeah, I was like, I want to go.
That's a joke.
Was kinda. I've never been.
Ooh, no.
Just because it'd be insane. I want to see. I like watching real life cartoons.
You can go with Trent.
We would stick out so much. They're like, what these boys with the bands? What they doing here?
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, sorry, dude. Like, what them boys right there doing?
I think he loves Vans more than you. I know
Absolutely,
he does.
yeah. I think he's like.
So does my sister.
Yeah, they're skater kids more than me.
But they've never skated. Maybe Trent did.
Yeah, posers. I've broken limbs.
You have a broken wrist right
still
now
from skating. Yeah, it's getting better though.
At your age, baby.
I know. So old. That's why it still hurts. It's like, man, things take so long to heal. It's like when I Google things, I wish you could type in your age. It'll be like, how long does a broken wrist take to heal? And Google will say 4 to 6 weeks. But I'm like, but what if you're like 33? And it's like, okay, 6 months, I think.
Right.
If you don't go to the doctor. But anyway, so we went to Orlando. It was great. Oh, so yeah, let's talk it through.
So first night, we're getting there. We were trying to rush because my sister and her boyfriend work at a restaurant, right? So we really wanted to try their food.
Yes.
And for free, duh. They're like managers.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, my sister texted me. She's like, how would you feel if we just went after hours
Ooh.
and like cooked it for you guys? And we're like, are you kidding me?
That's my dream.
That's literally a dream.
Closed down. I'm like, I can just run around and do whatever I want on the booths, on the chairs.
Yeah, and you did.
And I did.
You were
I was just
going
like,
crazy.
I was losing. I don't know. It's like, once again, it's like I've never been in Central Florida and I've definitely never been, when we say restaurant, it isn't like.
It's like a casual, excuse me,
have you ever
casual
been
dining restaurant.
like a Chipotle.
It's a little better than Chipotle, but yeah, kind of like that.
You know what I'm saying? It's, it's a little better. You're right. But it's like, have you ever been in a Chipotle when no one's there and you can just be like, I want to order this, and this, and then it's like, you know the guy and he just makes it for you.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I would say it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
For
Unless
us.
we go to Orlando.
That's weird to say because I guarantee they're like, I want to blow my brains out and never experience this again. We're like, it was so cool.
It was so fun.
My God. We're like, and we got a menu and we could order and then they just make it. And we're just getting
fresh.
We're getting lit, man.
Yeah, we're like playing beer pong in there. It was so fun. So that was night one.
Yes, right off the bat, that's what we did until like 1 a.m., I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, so great. And then day 2 was my sister's birthday.
Yeah, we stayed up till midnight because that's a tradition for you.
Yeah, is it not for you?
No, not really.
Oh, yeah, we always stay up till midnight for the person's birthday.
When you
and
say
then we go to sleep.
is that a Leiliani Sanchez or is that a Miami girls thing? Is it a Hispanic thing? What is it?
I want to say it's a Hispanic thing. For sure it's a Miami thing.
Really? So all your girls, y'all stay up until midnight the night of?
Yeah, like we'll do something more chill.
Yeah, right.
Or you do it the other way around. You're like, okay, I'm trying to get lit as fuck. It's so fun the night before your birthday, and then at midnight you're like with everyone partying.
Yeah.
And then maybe the next day you just go to dinner.
Actually, now when I think about it, maybe in college we did that. Because what we would do...
So you're saying we're still acting like we're in college?
Oh, absolutely. No, for real. Well, this is what we did in college. Yeah, because this kind of makes sense. It would be like, you throw a party and it'd be like, oh, let's say it's Will's birthday. And at midnight, so what you do right before midnight, this is disgusting, and this is what we do.
Is this a frat thing?
Oh, it's fratty as fuck, all right? You would take a picture, and then it's called the death mix. We're like, oh shit, it's Will's birthday at midnight. We gotta make a death mix. Ooh. And so what you do is you just take a picture and you grab any alcohol you see, you fill it up. I remember making one, you grab I'll put protein powder in it with cinnamon and maybe it would be like soy sauce just to fuck with them, right? Oh, it's because they're also in college.
I thought everyone was supposed to be nice to you on your birthday.
Not if you're a guy.
In a frat.
Yeah. It's kind of like, when you hit a home run and everyone's hitting you really hard and you're that's what dudes do. I don't know. It's weird. I know that's just how we roll, baby.
And then you don't have to drink the whole thing, right?
Well,
you just have to take a
if
sip.
you're a baller, you will.
Did you?
If you're a pussy. Oh, the thing is, I remember when I was mine, it was you're just caught up in the moment and you're because then it's you bring it out and it's I forgot, it was a chant almost or something, like a happy birthday, but it's something more intense than that. And it ends with drink, motherfucker, drink. And so everyone at the party screaming at you and you're like, yeah, I'm going to chuck this thing. I'm going to finish it because that'd be crazy. And you just start drinking. You're like, I think it just tastes like half ranch. But you're already drunk at that point. So, and you're in college, so you bounce back. It's no big deal.
That is a crazy thing I never wanted to.
No, why? Yeah, if you're over the age of 19 and you do that.
We should do it for my next birthday.
Let's do it. I want to do it for my 34th birthday.
All right, I can make that happen.
We are gathered here today to celebrate Will's life.
We'll record a podcast that night and see what you say.
I'll 100% die if I drink that.
Yeah.
My organs would be fucked up. Anyway, so...
We didn't do that.
We should have, though. If I would have remembered.
But yeah, it was her birthday. That was the chillest day, right? We spent the day, we had brunch.
Oh, the next day after that.
And then we were at the pool all day. And then we played Mario Kart.
Ooh, tennis. Mario
tennis things.
Tennis Wii.
And then we went to an arcade. It was so fun.
No, that was great. Yeah, we went to this big ass arcade. That was it had bowling, it had laser tag. We didn't do that, and go-karts, which I was like, we should get lit and just race these go-karts against these 10-year-olds. And I'm gonna be like, these are more like bumper cars to me. Yeah, right. Well, the thing is you can drive them straight into a wall, and you'll get some whiplash, but you're not gonna die. Which is what's the most fun? Driving a go-kart, but also drunk driving a go-kart. It's gotta be awesome.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Right.
But we still had a great time. The arcade was fun.
No, it was still fun. It was what we all spent $10 a piece for $40 of games.
Yeah.
But it lasted so long.
Each for bowling.
We were literally dude, we got to play another game.
We were rich in arcade money.
Yes. I don't think I've ever been to an arcade where I was oh my God, I got to play another game.
We were money. How do we do it?
I played every game twice.
We got a bunch of candy back, duh.
Oh yeah.
And they got a Jenga game. So
they did get a Jenga.
I think it was a win.
It was a win. That was great. And then the next day.
Oof. The main attraction.
This was the main attraction. So
we're going to Volcanoe Bay. It's Universal's water park. And I had never been to it because it opened, I think, when I already was living in LA.
You never been to it?
No, that was my first time.
What? So Laylee hates roller coasters but loves water slides.
I love water slides.
So what water slides were you riding? That you knew that you loved them?
Rapids.
Where's that?
An hour from Miami.
North? Obviously.
Yeah, or west.
West
north kind of thing. And I've gone to a big water park in Canada.
Interesting. Anyway, so you love water slides since you were 10 years old. 9, super skinny, big ass hair. Here we are at Volcanoe Bay. FYI, she can't ride roller coasters, she'll throw up.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God you don't do that in a water park because it'll all have to shut down. It'll be I'm not holding your hand. I don't know this girl.
I did get scared sometimes, but for the most part, I loved it.
It's water slides. It's water slides.
I know. My parents are teenagers, and they invited like 5 of their friends to just come to Volcanoe Bay
So
from
many,
Miami.
yes.
It's like 4 hours away.
4 hours.
Somehow they got like 5 people to come.
It kept growing. Like,
Yeah.
I remember, because it was like talking about the dinner that night, and your sister's like, I think it's like 15 people now. And I'm like, to Orlando?
It was supposed to be just you and me, my sister and her boyfriend, and my parents, 6 of us. It ended up being 12. My parents just doubled it.
Right.
Basically it was their college friends.
Right.
The girls, some
Russians.
of them. It was 3 of
Cuban Russians.
Yeah. They all went to school in Russia. It was 3 of them. What was really crazy is one of their daughters was like one of my childhood best friends in Cuba. We were like the same age, grew up together, but I hadn't seen her since I left Cuba when I was 9.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I know.
17 years ago.
You know what's so funny when you explained it to me? I didn't know that like, I thought it was like you guys kept in touch. I didn't know you like grew up together at 9 and never talked again. And then now you're meeting for the first time. Because she was like,
again.
I mean, she was very outgoing, like very nice. And you're like, wow, that wasn't awkward. I was like, yeah, why would it have been? And I was like, oh, you never seen her since.
I don't know anything about her life. Like, she's like a nurse now, a full-grown adult.
She's super cool. Like, she was so
awesome.
Cool. She don't know a lick of English.
She knows a little bit.
A little bit. As much Spanish as I know.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah.
No, she was awesome. To me, it was just so weird because, so I left Cuba and I came to America. She left Cuba shortly after and she went to Spain.
Yeah.
And so we're like seeing each other for the first time and she sounds like a Spaniard.
Spaniard.
Like,
explain
it
that
was so weird.
to our white audience.
The
Catalan? No, it's like it's just their accent.
Their accent.
Right. So Laylee's accent, gringa as fuck.
I was going to say Cuban.
No, baby.
Cuban.
No Cubans would ever know you. Have you met a Cuban and you talking in Spanish and they knew you were Cuban?
Never.
Never.
No.
Oh, my little gringa.
No.
How does that happen? You learn Spanish in Cuba.
And
it's
I'm
your
so
first language.
tan.
It's not about your skin, baby. It's the accent, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
And you have an accent in English. We've already talked about this.
Yeah. Anyway, she sounds like a little Spaniard. And she's like, and you sound so American.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
She's like, you sound like you learned Spanish.
That's politely saying, you sound fucking gringo.
Yeah, like she's like, you sound like an American who learned Spanish. And I'm like, oh, I know. Anyway, so we're in Volcanoe Bay with us and all of my parents' friends.
So, like any, Florida city, it's gonna rain. And so you just pray. You pray it doesn't gonna rain. So, like, the day before, when we were just chilling at the pool, it was supposed to rain all day, and it didn't. And you're like, hell yeah. All right. It's supposed to rain all day at Volcanoe Bay, and we're like, please don't. And then what? At like 1 maybe? Mother Nature was a motherfucker, dude. Like
thunder, lightning.
No, lightning like I definitely hit a lot of things.
They start closing down the rides.
Well, of course. Like they closed it before everything started happening. And then you're like, where do we hide? It's pouring the rain. It's freezing. What are we doing?
The locker room.
Yeah. So it's, the locker room. Exactly. Where all the lockers are. So we're just sitting there and it's pouring. It's lightning. Your mom and her friends are playing salsa, being just loud fucking Hispanics.
They're on 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because
but they were having a great time.
Yeah.
I think they were maybe a little delirious.
I don't know.
They were like, what else can we do? Which I love that attitude. Like,
well, you know why? Anybody that I met from a communist country, in America at least, no matter what's happening, they have the best attitude. Because they're like, guess what? At the end of the day, I am not there.
Yeah. But even in Cuba, people have said they'll go to Cuba and they're like starving and like they should be depressed and mad and they're like such happy people.
Right.
I think it's like
it's
in
relative.
their nature.
Is it, all right, we're going off a tangent here, but do you think, because it's like with our company currently, like people get paid a lot more than like, let's say, I remember what I used to do. And it's like almost like you get paid more to do less, you complain more in a weird way. And it's like, what kind of the psychology behind that on a human being? That doesn't make sense, right?
Well,
like you should complain less, but you complain more. And why is that?
There's a whole other thing, but just in Cuba specifically, they don't know. Like they can imagine, but they don't know. Like they've never experienced making $1,000 a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like
they can imagine it.
But there's Cubans that come here, like one of your mom's friends. Yeah. Your Melissa's. Yeah, the payatta.
Uh-huh.
She, right, she's still so happy. She still works crazy hours. I guarantee, but she probably makes more in Cuba. And she's so happy still. Like,
I think, I don't know.
It's just a weird thing. I guess because you have, like, all you do is work or not work. And so then when you're not working, you're like, whatever, I'm happy.
Yeah, I don't think it has to do with...
Is it time to think about other shit?
I mean, I would like to believe, even as I'm, like, successful in America now, I still have that part of me.
No,
so I hope I'm always happy.
Yeah.
Like, I hope I'm never...
It's just weird.
The sad complainer.
No. It's just like what I was saying where it's like there's people I worked with that I'm like, they complain and I'm like, dude, I know you did like maybe an hour's worth of work today and you make a fat salary as a single person in America and it's way above a lot of people's salaries and you're still complaining. Like, and then there's people in communist countries dying that are way happier. Why the fuck? And it's consistent, I feel like. That is like a human psychology. I mean, I've never read an academic study on it. Yeah,
I would love to. I'm very interested by it. But it's also a beautiful story that everyone should listen to. Like, my parents and their friends slept 4 hours, drove for 4 hours. Their tire popped. They had to go back once because my dad forgot his wallet.
Yeah, his tire popped. Yeah, they had...
That's already two bad things. Yeah. Like, everyone would already be in a terrible
and
mood.
Then it rains. Yeah.
And they get to the park, an hour in, it's pouring, thunderstorm, lightning, and they're just playing salsa and dancing. Like...
What else are you going to do?
Exactly. And I think that's beautiful. And
I think so, too.
Should think like that.
So, it's pouring. We're... being
grumpier than them.
Well, yeah, but we're also like, all right, let's go get our money back or something. Because if the park's closed, we have grounds for reimbursement, ma'am. This is unacceptable as a consumer.
I will go Cuban Karen real quick.
Oh, you got the KKs, baby. The Cuban Karen. She's coming out. And I'm like, I'm a white man here and I deserve the best. Or otherwise, I'm going to complain. Yeah. I'm going to write a review. You want that?
Yeah.
And so...
we went to the guest services
I think before that, though, we saw some crazy shit.
No, it was after.
It was after. Okay, so we go to guest services, and we're standing in line. And it's also like that gamble where it's like, okay, it stopped raining. It's Florida weather. Is it going to rain again? And because they're like, we're going to start opening up the park. Because, you know, I was a lifeguard. If you hear lightning, you got to shut down for like 30 minutes at least, right? Because...
oh, okay.
Because it's... well, yeah, I mean, imagine one lightning bolt hits that lazy river. Fucking, I don't know, 500 people are fried to death.
Yeah.
Volcanoe Bay's insurance, boom, shut down forever.
All over the news.
So they're not going to take that risk. So we're sitting there and it's like, I was like standing there for like, what, 45 minutes? An hour maybe even? And because otherwise, where were we standing? We're standing somewhere. And we're like, okay, it's opening back up. You guys can go back in. We're like, that's bullshit. You guys are just trying to get us so we don't want that refund.
By this point, real quick, we also haven't eaten anything.
I had a sandwich.
Yeah. So how was the sandwich bag?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for that setup. I'm going to knock this out of the park. So, fun fact. I said it again. Laylee's mom loves, I think her favorite thing is to call me a gringo.
Yeah.
She loves it. She's like, oh, the gringo.
Really happy I'm dating a
gringo. Dale gringo. Which is like dance, monkey, dance. That's basically what that means. And I'm like, gladly. I'll tell my jokes. I'll say my 2 words in Spanish.
Yeah, you love the attention.
I love it. And so they made us sandwiches, right? They brought sandwiches into the park so we could eat lunch. And she was like, do you want a sandwich right now? And I was like, absolutely. And she's like, okay. And she was like, it was a setup. And she like pulls out her bag. She's like, look, it says gringos on it. Anyway, we're in guest services. We're rolling the dice. And then eventually we're like, fuck it. It stopped raining. This might be the perfect scenario because I remember being younger, going to Six Flags all the time. And it rained every fucking time we went. But you just wait like 2 hours. Everyone leaves. You get first dibs on the rides. And sure enough, that kind of happened. So we're like,
it was a gamble, but it worked out.
We rolled them dice. Talk about clackety clack, baby, in the alley. And we're walking back, and like, what did we see? We're in Orlando, fucking Florida.
The most ratchet white trash shit I maybe have ever seen.
Obviously, it's
yeah. So we see this couple like parents couple, right? Like they have 2 kids with them.
Yeah, like 9-year-old kids. Like they're like 40s.
And they're just going at it, cursing at each other. The dad is like, you see everyone looking at me? That's because of you.
Yeah, and he looked right at me when he yelled that. And I was like, I mean, dude.
She slapped his face
towel.
with the towel.
He's like, Casey, go to the car. Go to the car, Casey. How come every fucking time this happens here?
Yeah.
You're just cursing like crazy. And you're like, man, this is obviously not their first fight.
Not at all.
And
those poor kids were just like walking silently. Like they
quiet.
must see
They're
this
like,
so
damn.
much.
Yeah. And it was like rough to watch. And you're like,
Oh my God, and Melissa,
yeah, what did she
my
say?
friend,
Did she say anything about it?
it's her first time in America, right?
Yeah. And she's
like, oh my God, what is happening?
and we're
I'm
like, this is called discipline, baby.
No, it's called white trash, baby.
Nah,
They were so white trash.
That's how you raise a kid properly.
What?
Anyway, it was funny because I was talking to Trent and he was like, when they got home, they hate banged each other till they were like, I love you, baby. I'm sorry. That's what they did.
Ew.
Yeah, why do you think that relationship still lasts? They got some freaky sex going on.
That is gross.
Also, it was another, real quick, we're going to go off on the side here, but it was like, we were at a restaurant and I saw his dad. This big ass dad, his son was probably chirping, saying something, just talking back. And we're just in a restaurant eating Sunday brunch or something like that. And he just takes this kid, he throws him into like it's like 2 doors, one inner, one's lead, but you push the thing to go out.
Mm-hmm.
Throws him like through it, and it's like knocks him. He's like, you see his face hit the wall,
I didn't
the glass.
see that one.
Oh, it was like this big ass dad. He's like, go, and it's like, oh man. When your dad's like, go outside, you're like, oh, I'm so in trouble. And
He probably didn't do anything.
No, that kid's been hit a million times. He was quiet. No, it's probably like me. He's just got a big ass mouth, and his dad's gonna go take him outside. I mean,
one in Central Florida.
I'm gonna say is that kid probably deserved it, and that dad made sure.
I don't know.
I know it. It's all good. I believe in it.
Yeah.
Kind of. It was weird to see it from a third party.
Yeah, we do not condone physical violence towards
What's
kids.
that kid's acting like a bitch?
I don't think he was.
I saw it.
It was 11 a.m. What could he have done?
He was probably like, shut up, Mom. What
You
if
don't
he
need
said
to
that?
hit him through the...
He didn't hit him. He just threw him.
Way worse, I think.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So we ended up enjoying Volcanoe Bay. Yeah, you're going on a huge
I know.
tangent. We got to bring it
Let's
back.
talk about child abuse. Do we agree with it or not?
No.
Okay, all right.
We do not. Anyway,
I plead
had
the
a
fifth.
great time.
Yeah.
Volcanoe Bay, turned around. We rode everything because, like you said, everyone left.
No.
We rode almost everything.
I wanted to ride the scary rides, but apparently everybody was a girlfriend there. My girlfriend was a girlfriend. Layla's sister was a girlfriend. Layla's sister's boyfriend was a girlfriend. And I was like, damn, no one wants to ride the scary rides with me.
Okay, it was only 2 that we didn't want to ride. We rode everything
2
else.
that I could see. All right, there was probably more.
No, there wasn't more.
Yes.
We walked that park. We think we walked like 7 miles that day.
Yeah, but there were so many hidden like little water slides that,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, had a great time. 10 out of 10, Volcanoe Bay, go there.
Yeah.
But other than your gringo sandwich, we didn't really eat anything all day, right?
No, so we're pretty hungry. My abs, man, I had so many abs that day.
So after the park, again, we're like celebrating my sister's birthday. So we went to her favorite place, which is an all-you-can-eat
Korean barbecue and sushi.
Korean barbecue and sushi spot for the 12 people.
It's literally inside of a dealership. I think it's like Johnson, Toyotas,
Oh my God.
Hondas.
No,
and
it's not.
And yes, it was. We parked next to like cars that were on discount.
Did we?
Yes.
I didn't notice that.
This fucking Central Florida, baby, her favorite place.
It was really good. I don't think I've ever eaten in my life. I guess I realized I've gone to all-you-can-eat sushis with you, but I never get the all-you-can-eat. But here you had to.
Once again, the sushi
and
sucked.
Oh my God.
Korean barbecue was all right, I think. But I've never had a lot of Korean barbecue, so it's hard to say. But it's like I've never
You
been
did
to
great, baby. You ate it up.
Dude, and it killed me. But
I've never been in so much pain.
Yeah.
Like I was uncomfortable with the amount of food I had in my belly.
That's good. That's what you're supposed to do.
And the next day, we're supposed to go on a boat and be in bikinis.
Oh, yeah.
And I was really like, oh my God, what did I do?
Yeah. So we do that.
I'm going to be bloated for the next 10 days.
Oh my God, that's right. That was the night before.
Yeah, so we were leaving the next morning at like 7:30 because it's 4th of July weekend. So we were coming back to Miami, and like me and all my friends and friends of friends all rented like a 40-person catamaran.
Catamaran?
We were so excited
What's a catamaran? Explain it to the people.
It's like a sailboat, I think, but it has the 2 nets instead of the one.
It has the nets. So all these people were like, "Oh my God, it's got the nets! It's got the nets!" Which is like,
which you didn't get, but now you get it, right?
I mean, it's cool.
It's cool.
It's nets in the front, so you can lay and you can see the water. It
was a pricey boat, but
so
it was
pricey,
so fun,
so expensive. We're literally like everybody and their mothers trying to invite anyone they know. We're like, it makes it cheap. It's 40-person. I think 20 people at first were signed up, maybe even less.
Yeah, because that's the group. It was 20 of us,
and, like,
and
more.
Then we started inviting
Who else?
people.
I was talking to people on the street, man. I mean, hit up that homeless guy.
You want to come to a pool boat party?
Boat party. I was inviting people that you're like. I was like, I hope that was okay. I don't know.
Like, no.
No, you said that's fine.
No, it was fine.
It
was so fun.
Yeah.
That was awesome. It was literally a party on a boat. Like I feel like every time you go on a boat, it's a party. But this was a house party on a boat.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that knew each other.
For 5 hours.
Yeah. But it was also like groups of people. Everyone kind of separated. But it was funny because it was like you could either rent it for 4 hours or 5 hours. And I was like, why would you rent it for 5? Like, we're gonna be exhausted. And
we all wanted 5. We're like, it's gonna go by. It was only 500 more.
Literally coming back, I was like, I thought the captain was trying to pull a fast one on us. I was like, what the fuck are we going back to the dock for? This is bullshit. I look at my watch. I'm like, oh my God, we're like over 5 hours right now.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm having way too much fun.
That was a dream.
Oh, dude, boats.
It's like just everybody was
Miami.
there. Literally, like. We had friends who flew in from out of town, from Denver, from Chicago. Like, this was a big thing. It was so fun.
Yeah, I'm sure for you. Especially
was a core
for the
memory.
Girls. Yeah. Especially
like
for the girls.
when we were all dancing and you took that video and it was like all of us.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I can only imagine.
No, you said all of us looked like we just had a giant smile plastered.
Y'all did.
We had catering from good old Publix. We had the chicken tenders. We had all the pub subs.
Was it all from Publix?
Mm-hmm.
Pub subs?
We had like charcuterie trays.
Yeah, the fucking...
We don't know where all the food went.
Crew ate it. I know. I saw him eat and I stared at him and he looked at me and tried to look down and I was like, I'm not looking away. I'm going to watch you eat that whole fucking thing and hopefully you feel uncomfortable and you want to eat more. But he didn't give a shit.
That was definitely one of the most Miami things ever, though, right?
The crew eating the food?
No.
Oh.
Being on the boat.
Yeah.
With like 35 people.
Yeah, that was dope. Because it's like normally the boat's like 10 of us, which is cool. Mm-hmm. Also, I like that.
I love that.
Any boat, man.
Any boat is just Miami to me.
Because this is the second one. We did another one with... So here's the thing in Latin culture is people have family relatives that aren't blood related at all.
Family friends.
Yeah, but y'all are like, this is my cousin. And I'm like, how? And you're like, well, we're not related. This is just my cousin. You're like, cool, that doesn't make sense, but sure, I believe it.
Yeah.
So we went on another boat with her cousin.
Who's not my cousin, but...
Right. It's just a Cuban thing. But, and that was also, I mean, dude, boats in Miami is always a hoot. As a white person would say. As a gringo.
Very PG.
Dale gringo, dale gringo. Dale gringo.
So we've been having the best of times.
So far, man.
I just did a dance.
She did. It was really, well, you call that a dance?
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a stroke. Are you okay? Do you smell anything?
That's why they all think I'm white.
Yeah, baby. Like, you don't know how to dance? Yeah, right?
Yes, I know how to dance. Put on some salsa.
You know how to do one dance.
No, I know how to do multiple.
Salsa, merengue. What else?
Anyway, we have a month left, so let's keep this fun going. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to segue into this other than we have to go see my parents.
We do. How often do we have to see them?
At least once a week. My mom made it a point to call me out in Orlando. She was like, you haven't seen your mother for a week. And I'm like, I saw that. And she's like, you haven't seen your mother for a week.
Damn, dude.
So they're making dinner tonight. It's going to be thebomb.com.
We got to ride our bikes there.
Wee.
Yeah.
After the pregame.
After this, yeah, we're pre-gaming, riding our bikes. We're going to eat some bacon carbonara.
Oh, yes.
Should be a good time. So let's just do it. Let's
We'll
finish
see
these
you
drinks and
next
let's go.
time.
All right, y'all.
Cheers.
Peace.